Welcome to food hell, food prep heaven. Are you tired of eating soggy takeout because you think cooking is harder than rocket science? Well, get ready to up your game in the kitchen. Welcome to your guide to protein-packed meal prep that'll make you feel like a culinary genius. In this video, we're diving headfirst into 10 banging recipes that are gonna transform your meal prep routine. Forget bland, boring, and tasteless. We're talking about flavor explosions that'll have you looking forward to lunch break. So, put down the takeaway menus, grab your aprons, and let's get this cooking show on the road. We're about to turn you from a culinary disaster into a kitchen maestro. Alright, you want to eat like an athlete? Then we're starting with a classic grilled chicken and vegetables. But we're not serving some dry, rubbery chicken here, we're taking it up a notch. First, we're gonna give this chicken some attitude with a marinade. Olive oil, lemon juice, garlic, herbs, whatever you fancy. Let it soak up those flavors at least an hour, preferably overnight. You want the chicken juicy and bursting with flavor, not bland and boring. Now for the veggies. Keep them bite-sized, toss them with some oil and seasoning, and roast them alongside the chicken. Portion it out with your roasted veggies, and you've got yourself a meal prep winner that'll last you 3 to 4 days in the fridge. Next up, a hearty, soul-warming chili that'll chase away those winter blues, and by chili I don't mean some watery, flavorless mess. We're talking about a symphony of textures and spices. Brown your ground turkey or beef until it's nice and crispy. No gray mince in this kitchen. Then, we're adding the holy trinity of flavor onions, peppers, and garlic. Sweat them down until they're soft and fragrant. Now for the spices. Don't be shy. We're going in with cumin, chili powder, paprika, a touch of cayenne if you like it hot. And don't forget the beans, kidney, black, pinto, whatever you fancy, just make sure they're cooked. Let this bad boy simmer away on low heat for at least an hour. Top it with some fresh cilantro, a dollop of sour cream, or some grated cheese. Listen, salmon is a delicate fish. It doesn't need to be tortured on high heat. We're baking it low and slow to keep it moist and flaky. First, preheat your oven. Not too hot, mind you, around 375 degrees Fahrenheit should do the trick. Now drizzle your salmon fillets with some olive oil, lemon juice, salt, pepper, maybe some fresh herbs if you're feeling fancy. Don't even think about overcooking this salmon. 12 to 15 minutes in the oven is all it needs. You want it to be just cooked through with a nice pink center. While the salmon is baking, let's prepare the quinoa. Rinse it thoroughly under cold water to get rid of any bitterness. Then, it's a simple 1-to-2 ratio of quinoa to water. For the asparagus, snap off those woody ends and toss them with some olive oil, salt, and pepper. Egg muffins, the breakfast of champions and busy people. Tired of the same old boring breakfast? Then stop whining and start prepping. These egg muffins are packed with protein and flavor and they're ready to go when you are. Whisk your eggs together like you mean it. No eggshells in there, you hear me? Season them generously with salt and pepper. Add in your favorite veggies, chopped spinach, bell peppers, onions, mushrooms, anything goes. You can also add some cheese for extra flavor and protein. Grease your muffin tins properly. Pour the egg mixture into the muffin tins, filling them about 2/3 of the way full. These egg muffins are a meal prep lifesaver. They'll last up to 5 days in the fridge, or you can freeze them for 1 to 2 months. Sweet potato and black bean bowls. It's a bowl, not a black hole. Alright, you want a meal prep option that's both healthy and delicious? Then get your taste buds ready for these sweet potato and black bean bowls. First, we're tackling the sweet potatoes. Scrub them clean, prick them with a fork, and roast them in a preheated oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 45 to 60 minutes, or until they're tender. While the sweet potatoes are roasting, let's prepare the black beans. Rinse them thoroughly, and drain them well. Now, for the fun part, building the bowls. Start with a bed of fresh spinach or your favorite greens. Add a generous scoop of those fluffy sweet potatoes, followed by a heaping spoonful of black beans. Fried rice or quinoa stir-fry. Walk this way to Flavor Town. Listen up, because I'm about to teach you how to make a stir-fry that'll blow your mind. We're talking about perfectly cooked rice or quinoa, crisp tender veggies, and protein that's bursting with flavor. First things first, get your wok screaming hot. We need that intense heat to give our stir-fry that signature smoky flavor. Add a splash of oil, then toss in your diced protein of choice. Chicken, shrimp, tofu, all fantastic options. Stir-fry the protein until it's cooked through, then remove it from the wok and set it aside. Now, it's time for the veggies. We want them cooked but still crunchy, so don't overcook them. Add your chopped veggies to the wok and stir-fry them for a few minutes. Then add your cooked rice or quinoa to the wok, along with the cooked protein. Pasta with marinara and meatballs. It's pasta la vista to boring meals. Let's be honest, everyone loves a good pasta dish. But soggy overcooked pasta? That's a cardinal sin in my kitchen. We're making a classic pasta with marinara and meatballs that's bursting with flavor and texture. First, we're making the meatballs. None of that pre-made rubbish. We're using a mixture of ground beef, breadcrumbs, grated Parmesan cheese, minced garlic, and herbs. Mix it all together, roll them into balls, and brown them in a pan. For the marinara sauce, start with a base of sautéed onions and garlic. Add in crushed tomatoes, tomato paste, oregano, basil, a pinch of sugar, and a touch of red pepper flakes for a hint of heat. Let it simmer for at least an hour to allow the flavors to meld together. Now, for the pasta. Cook it al dente, which means it should still have a slight bite to it. Don't overcook it. Drain the pasta and add it to the pan with the marinara sauce and meatballs. Toss everything together until the pasta is coated in that beautiful, rich sauce. This dish will last up to 4 to 5 days in the fridge, making it a perfect meal prep option for those busy weeknights. Listen up, vegetarians and veggie lovers, I haven't forgotten about you. These vegetarian Buddha bowls are packed with nutrients, flavor, and texture, and they're incredibly versatile. First, let's talk about the base. Quinoa, brown rice, lentils, or even a mix of greens all work beautifully. Cook your chosen base according to package directions. Now for the fun part, the toppings. Roasted sweet potatoes, chickpeas, roasted vegetables, avocado, hard-boiled eggs, crumbled feta cheese, toasted nuts, seeds, the possibilities are endless. Once you've assembled your bowls, drizzle them with your favorite dressing. A simple lemon vinaigrette, a creamy tahini dressing, or a spicy peanut sauce all work beautifully. These vegetarian Buddha bowls are a meal prep dream. They're easy to assemble, packed with nutrients, and incredibly satisfying. This lentil soup is not for the faint of heart. It's packed with flavor, fiber, and protein, and it'll warm you up from the inside out. Start by sautéing some diced onions, carrots, and celery in olive oil until they're softened and fragrant. Then add in your lentils, vegetable broth, bay leaves, thyme, and a pinch of red pepper flakes for a touch of heat. Bring the soup to a boil, then reduce the heat and let it simmer for about 30 minutes or until the lentils are tender. This lentil soup is even more delicious the next day, and it freezes beautifully for up to 2 to 3 months. For our final dish, we're stuffing those boring bell peppers with a delicious and nutritious filling that'll have you licking your plate clean. First, preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, cut your bell peppers in half lengthwise and remove the seeds and membranes. Arrange the pepper halves in a baking dish. Now, let's make the filling. In a large bowl, combine cooked ground turkey or beef, cooked quinoa or rice, diced onions, chopped vegetables, tomato sauce, and your favorite spices. Spoon the filling into the pepper halves, packing it in tightly. Top each pepper with a sprinkle of shredded cheese for that extra bit of indulgence. These stuffed bell peppers are a meal prep champion. They're easy to reheat and they're packed with flavor and nutrients. Well, there you have it, you culinary warriors. 10 incredible meal prep recipes that are guaranteed to banish those takeaway cravings and transform you from a kitchen klutz to a food prep hero. Thanks for joining me on this culinary adventure. Remember, meal prep doesn't have to be bland and boring. With a little bit of effort and a lot of passion, you can enjoy delicious, healthy meals all week long. Now get out of my kitchen and go make some magic happen. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more game-changing recipes and cooking tips.